It's the BP show, it's the BP show, it's the BP batting practice show with Joe and Thomas.
Hey, Renegades fans, and welcome inside Heritage Financial Park for the BP show today on this Saturday evening. He's Joe Facile, I'm Thomas Zinzarella, and Joe, our first walk-off win of the season yesterday. Renegades winning in walk-off fashion, 3-2 in a walk-off wild pitch. I've seen a few of those in my time, but scoring Spencer Henson. But just a come from behind win yesterday for the Renegades.
Yes.
Couple home runs mixed in there too with Spencer Henson and Ben Cowles. Let's roll those highlights from yesterday as well. Right-hander Zach Messenger got the ball yesterday. He ended up going 5 innings in the contest. A few strikeouts early on after a few men got in scoring position, but he was excellent yesterday as the game went on.
Yeah, he was. 3 walks in the first 2 innings for Messenger. Got the pitch count out pretty high, but was able to recover over the next 3 innings and turn in a really strong start. Only 1 run across 5 innings. It was on that, a triple by Onyx Fakey. He scored on that ground out, but Messenger was really good. Unfortunately, the Renegades just couldn't get the bats going early on in the game against Dustin Signs for Wilmington, who threw 6 shutout innings. Juan Corella came in back of Messenger, picked up right where he left off, and did a really nice job yesterday as well.
Yeah, Signs did not allow a hit until the 5th inning. Luis Santos, nice defensive play. That's with Juan Corella, who came in and pitched the final 4 innings yesterday. Into the 7th we go. Strikeout there from Corella. And then Tyler Schaaf entered in after Signs, and that's when the Renegades bats got going. The power stroke there from Spencer Henson. That ties the game up at 1 in the bottom of the 7th inning. And then an inning later as well, it'll be Ben Cowles' turn, but first Corella, again, that velocity upstairs gets a strikeout in the top of the 8th inning. And then here is that Cowles home run. Goes the opposite way out towards right center field, and which just clears over that yellow line as well to get over. That gave the Renegades a 2-1 lead. And then on to the 9th inning we go. There was obviously some argument whether or not that was a home run or not, as Mario Lison came out, manager for the Wilmington Blue Rocks. But it would stay a home run, and once again, it was a really close one there. Take a look at it. Just clearing the wall from what we saw.
I don't know,
in
it's so glary I can't really tell, because, yeah.
Well, the sun glare. And then after a ball is lost in the lights, this is a sacrifice fly, and that would tie the game up at 2 once again in the 9th inning, in which we had to go to the bottom half of the frame, and again, piece by piece. Polensky started off with a single. Really nice job there by James Wood to cut the ball off in right field and just hold Polensky to a single. Gates fans got rolling. They're happy. Spencer Henson, a fielder's choice here. Get the lead runner in Polensky. They can't turn 2, so there's the first out. Man at first. Again, still just a 2-2 tie game. Next batter, Rafael Flores, ground ball left side of the infield. A fielder's choice throwing error, so everybody's safe. No outs recorded there, so runners on first and second, and just 1 out. Marcos Cabrera up. A back pick throw towards second base, so Henson just goes off into third. He had a heavy extended secondary lead, puts runners on the corners. A few pitches later, ball in the dirt, gets away. Here comes Henson, and the Renegades walk it off. First time this season to hang on to win by his final score of 3-2.
That was it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was all. How about that? This one guy got a lot of love during that highlight for some reason. I'm still not sure why. It's kind of weird. But anyway, the Gatorade shower for Henson as well. The form on this, you see, he's trying to get away.
Yep.
Jug goes down. Rafael Flores trying to restrain him, where they finally get him with the ice water. That's persistence by the Renegades in the Gatorade shower after the game. That's the kind of things that championship Gatorade dumpers are made out of.
It's like the Super Bowl. They had the prop bets for what color the Gatorade was going to be. That's
White.
Like
it was clear.
It was clear.
It was water.
It was clear. It was water. But again, Messenger 5 innings yesterday. Corella the final 4. Just 4 hits allowed between both of those pitchers, 2 each. But credit to Dustin Signs as well. Career high 9 strikeouts across 6 innings for Wilmington. But the Renegades go for another win here today after dropping Tuesday. Now won 3 in a row in this series, looking for win number 4 of this series. Today, Chase Hampton gets the ball against Kyle Luckham, and Hampton, who was scheduled to start earlier this week, coming off that 10 strikeout outing in Greenville.
Yeah, but it's been a little bit of a lengthy layoff for Hampton, so we'll see exactly what he's got tonight. Should be a fresh bullpen, though, with obviously no relievers used yesterday. Messenger and Corella, both starters, mopping up for the entire 9 innings of the contest.
And it was Luckham as well, 15th round pick by the Washington Nationals in 2022 out of Arizona State, making his 5th appearance, 4th start of the season. No record, a 1.80 ERA, 22 strikeouts in 15 innings. So we'll see if the strikeout trend will continue for Blue Rock starters in this one. Some of the promotions for the night here this evening: Mental Health Awareness Night presented by Access Supports for Living. Also, yoga on the field after the game. Saturday dance party, Chowderhead. Are you partaking in yoga in the field after the game?
No. First of all, no. Second of all, what the heck is Chowderhead?
It's the band's name.
Oh, that's the band's name. Okay, I didn't put that together.
Yeah, so Saturday, I don't know what, I forgot to ask what type of music they play.
I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Or maybe we're already
when you're hearing
out.
it right now, if you're watching at the game right now, you're
Doesn't matter.
probably listening to it.
I'm sure they're great. Because
sure,
all the
yeah.
bands this year have been great.
Yeah.
So I'm sure Chowderhead is great.
Had a few different genres
I'll walk
as
away
well.
going, oh,
Pretty good.
That was pretty good. That's
Yeah.
been country and country, but I
Yeah.
think both times.
If he had some clam chowder served at the ball game, then
Yeah, it's just
chowder-
songs from Boston. That's all it is.
It's also a Nurses Appreciation Night, a special offer for them. First Responders Night fundraiser, or $2 for every ticket, helps benefit organizations for local fire, police, and EMS heroes as well. But more importantly, today is we had Cinco de Mayo yesterday, Copa Night, but you know what today is?
Saturday.
It is Saturday, May 6th, the Kentucky Derby
Oh,
for Saturday, May.
yeah,
So-
I'm in my derby outfit.
Derby outfit, yeah. I didn't bring the hat. We were gonna maybe try Mountain Juleps on the broadcast, or mint juleps, sorry, but did not. That
Mountain
didn't
Juleps is a West Virginian drink.
happen. It was a little moonshine or something there as well. But I figured all the horses' names are pretty crazy, so I was searching through, getting ready for this BP show, and I came across this Kentucky Derby horse name generator. So I guess we could find out what your horse name would be if maybe you own one and you wanted to race him in the Derby. He gets there. So it's just your first initial and your date of birth. So what's the day of your birth?
I'm not going to share that publicly.
Not going to share it. Just give me it's just a number.
I'll type it in.
It's not asking for the full date. It's just the number. Let's see what
I'm not letting everyone figure out what my birthday is.
your Derby horse name is. Bright Rebel.
Bright Rebel.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Let's see what mine is. I was born on the 9th, so not going to say the month.
You gave the month away like 2 days ago.
I did. It's February 9th. Oh, I'm King Thunder, and the horse in the picture, you won't be able to see it, but he's got some mint, and then he's smoking a cigar.
What did my horse look
Yours
like?
just had a chain, a dollar chain sign, so had a little bit of swag on him. Mine's smoking a cigar though, so it's on the Cincinnati Enquirer. So if you're interested, yeah, you can just look up Kentucky Derby horse name generator. I'm also just genuinely curious about how they came up with that, but sure, why not? Let's take a look at some of the horses running in the races today as well. Just some really cool names. We had a few dropouts. There was we got Hit Show, Two Phils. I'm always curious how they come up with these names. I'm picking Kings Barnes, though. He's going to win today. That's what I've got some inside sources, I guess, that say he's going to win. So I like him at 12-1.
I don't know, an Italian with inside sources on a horse race. That's I don't know if you want to be sharing that information publicly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Get the FBI on your tail.
Well, there were a couple of dropouts today. Forte, like Matt Forte, but just Forte, was 5-1. The favorite dropped out this morning as of 9:30 a.m. Eastern time.
I hear shenanigans with that. So let's see, what Tappet Trice, or is it Skinner and Pratt? Scratch means they're not in. That doesn't mean like
scratch or not. And then the odds are to the right.
So Tappet Trice is the favorite. Look out for confidence game. They'll
Yeah,
scam
it's got
you.
some confidence, you know.
It's a con man, that horse.
Sun Thunder.
there's
a second.
more.
There's Forte, Angel of Empire. There's also 2 Japanese horses racing today. Mandarin
Sotogaki.
Hero and Derma Sotogaki. I'm not sure.
Rocket Can.
Yeah. Rocket Man. Because you can't. Lord Miles is one of my favorites as well. Unfortunately, he's...
These names are all lousy.
Continuar is a little Espanol.
These are all lousy.
Cyclone
names. Back in my day,
Mischief.
we had-
Barbaro.
We had horses like Mime That Bird and if Mandy Patinkin was a horse or something like that,
Yeah.
None of this
Secretariat.
Forte garbage.
Well, I'm watching King's Barn, so I think they race at like 6:50, and it only lasts like 2 minutes. So it's the interesting thing about the coverage is like they start at noon Eastern time, in Kentucky, and they go all the way from noon until after the race. I just don't know how they can talk about horses that long for 7, 8, 9 hours. But
Wow!
I don't have
look
to.
at that! Look at that horse!
They're like,
look at this one.
We saw him race 6 months ago. That was his last race.
You're never gonna believe it. The guy who owns this horse is an eccentric rich guy. You're not gonna believe it. And here's the story of how eccentric this guy is. That's basically what it all is. Oh, the jockey is a small guy, and he was thought to never ride a horse ever. And now look at him riding a horse in the Kentucky. The trainer was banned from the sport for giving steroids to horses.
PEDs.
And now Greg Anderson is training horses once again.
I think it's what some of the scratches are. They define like, I don't know how they do drug tests on horses, but just something.
Same way you do it on a human, I'm
I guess
assuming.
so.
You collect a
Some of
sample and you run the. They're probably a blood test.
Yeah, maybe a blood test.
I don't want to see
probably.
the size of the needle that they need to get blood from a horse, but
I'll have to bring someone on someday who maybe
horse expert,
specializes. Yeah.
horse expert Mike Francesa on the BP show.
Yeah. I'll give a call on the WFAN about that.
I have sources there. Yeah,
You do have sources there.
I do.
But we'll be able to find out. Maybe on air, we'll give you some updates about who won or not about the horse race. But give us your favorite horse name as well in the comments. Let us know who you think is going to win. Also, when we come back we'll have the Renegades Pick'em contest, a chance to win 2 Renegades tickets to a game this season. That's up next year on the BP Show.
Yoga with Rascal. Tree pose. Happy baby. Warrior pose. This has been Yoga with Rascal, brought to you by Showtime Cinemas in Newburgh. Namaste.
And welcome back to the Renegades BP Show. He's Joe Facile. I'm Thomas Cinzarella. Before we get to the Renegades Pick'em contest, Joe, I saw you did some investigative reporting today, some yellow journalism maybe on right field.
Oh, we're doing that? We're rolling with that?
We're rolling with that.
Yeah. Here's the first ever segment of Joe Vasile, Home Run Investigator.
Like 60 minutes.
Hi, I'm Joe Vasile, Home Run Detective, and I am perched very precariously on the top of the right center field wall at Heritage Financial Park, the scene of Ben Cowles' 8th inning home run last night against, who are we playing? Wilmington. Yeah, there it is, Wilmington. His 8th inning home run against Wilmington. And Wilmington didn't think it was a home run, and you're on the back side of the wall. I'm kind of on the front side, and so the ball hit somewhere around here. I don't know exactly where, but it hit somewhere around here and then came back on. Now, what we can say is, Zach, why don't you flip that camera around and you go film that? You see there's a little bit of a gap between the wall and that second level of the old billboards there, And why don't you take a look at what happened was the ball hit off the top of this yellow here in the padding and then caromed back onto the field. Wilmington said no home run. The umpires said home run. And, well, you can be the judge. I'm looking here. I don't see how this is it's pretty tough. I don't think it would have hit this padding and gone back onto the field. I think what happened was the ball came down, hit this metal support, and then hit off of that second level. You can see there's a little bit of a mark right under the eye in Liuna, I don't know. There's a little bit of a mark there. What I think happened was it hit this metal, ricocheted off that, and kind of quickly came on. I don't know if that's what the video shows, though. So my legs hurt. I'm, like, really balancing. This is not easy. But that wraps up the first ever installment of Joe Vasile, Home Run Detective, on the BP Show.
Hey, Joe, could you do
down.
that again? I
No.
forgot to record.
Nope. Lens cap was on.
I think it's a chance to be on E60, rivaling David Cohn and his investigative reporting on the sticky stuff as well. Well done, Joe. But yeah, Bank Howell's home run.
I didn't go to journalism school for nothing.
It's at college in New Jersey.
That's right. Still paying
Proud.
the loans off.
Aren't we all? Time now for the Renegades Pick'em contest, though. Chance to find out how you can win 2 free tickets to Renegades home game this season. Gotta be in it to win it. Again, pick 3 position players for the Renegades on the active roster. Only 1 winner per game, and you have to beat both Joe and myself. So, again, an update. I had Spencer Jones, Rafael Flores, and Ben Rice. Big news today, Ben Rice just placed on the injured list, so he'll be no points for me for the rest of this series. Spencer Jones, 3, Flores with 8, or 5, a grand total of 8. Joe has Alexander Vargas, Aaron Polensky, and Caleb Durbin. Polensky with 3 points. Durbin did not play, and Vargas unfortunately went hitless for you. So a low-scoring night for both of us, but I have even the series up at 2 apiece after an 8-3 win. That's like a baseball score there. Don't get to see that happen too often. But congratulations to Sean McMahon, 27 points. Spencer Henson's all you needed, really. 21, Polensky with 3, and Jones with 3.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show. Friend of the program. We had a couple good responses as well. A few people beat us, but again, you got to beat everybody else in order to do so then. So McMahon with the highest number as well. But again, how you can join, just comment in the Facebook section below. Before first pitch, again, 3 players from the Renegades, all position players on the active roster. And again, only 1 winner per contest. If it's a tie, if, let's say 2 people have the same 3 players, name it out of the hat, like we did earlier this week, probably the easiest way to do it. So, but plenty of chances the rest of the season. So,
Yeah, it's like 50-something games left.
Yeah, you have a chance to win, so pretty high chance as well. But yeah, so we'll have to find out today and then tomorrow, see how what it comes down to between Joe and myself. Again, Snake Dinner on the line for each month. So 3 home series. I'll just say the Aberdeen series is like half in May and half in June. So I guess we'll have to split that up at the end of the month. So, but right now, 2-2 series tie. We'll have to find out what happens tonight, and then tomorrow, of course, right back here for the BP show. First pitch tomorrow at 2:05. So means BP show at, or is it 1:05 first pitch? It is 2. Okay. 2:05 first pitch to noon.
I'm just cringing at the thought of having to do this show at noon.
That's why I was like, oh, it was at 1:05 then, because everyone plays different times in the league on Sundays. So 2:05 first pitch, noon tomorrow for the BP show. So see you right back there tomorrow. That's the BP show here for today.
It's the BP show. It's the BP show. It's the BP batting practice show with Joe and Thomas.